What is going on, everybody? So today I lost $875 trading the NASDAQ. I took 2 trades today. Let's go over both of my trades, why I thought they'd win and why I think they lost. We are still up on the week in total, so no issue there as well. I under risked on both trades. That's why it totaled up to 875. But yeah, so let's get into my trades for the day. All right, so starting off on the 4-hour time frame, I was coming into the day bullish, but I could see shorts. This is why I was bullish though. We were just trading higher, and then we had a retrace into this 4-hour, and now we're trading higher again. And then on the hourly time frame, you can see that we are trading through this 1-hour gap. And then we have this 1-hour right here, which is also the start of a 4-hour. And we have this 30-minute we were trading in. So we were trading in all these key levels where I could have seen shorts off of. And then off open, you can see we have a kind of a volatile candle. I was thinking that we were going to get a nice little Judas and target all these lows. And ES was looking pretty much the exact same. And price ends up just trading higher. So we have 930 PL3. We trade higher, we kind of chop. And then we have a good manipulation like right here at 945. So now we have 930 PL3 and 945 PL3. We're trading in this 1-hour gap. We're in a 4-hour. We're in this 4-hour and all that stuff. So I was playing a rebalance play to this 5-minute that was going to form, or that was formed. I was going to take a trade to that. I then got this 1-minute inverse to the downside. This was my entry. I had my stop at this high, targeting this for a 1.4 RR. And I risked, I think, about 5 contracts on this, so a little under risked. And ES was doing pretty much the exact same thing, where we accumulated, and then we had a good manipulation at 10.15, and then we just didn't, distribute. And you can see that this trade, we did see some profits, and then we got stopped out. So I did lose this trade. I still think this is a really good trade. The only reason why I think I, in quotation, should have faded was just because I knew high time frame narrative wise, we want to take out all these highs. We have 1-hour equal highs up here, and then we just have straight up just slanted highs. And that was where I thought price was going to go for the day. I was just trying to catch the rebalance to a 5-minute to try and get us there basically. But price clearly showed us we did not need it, and we just decided to keep trading higher. We then create a 15-minute gap, and then we get a trade. Oh, whoops. We get a trade into that 15-minute gap. So you can see that we start to stall out here. We generate these highs, and then we have a manipulation leg at 10.15. So now we have 10.15 PL3. And then we instantly inverse these 30 seconds, but this 1-minute gap right here. And so that would be your entry. Now I didn't enter on that. I wanted to see a little bit more confirmation. Once we had this down candle, I wanted to see a CISD. So I wanted the candle to basically close right around here. It did not. We did have more of a volatile push, but that just gave me more conviction in my trade. And I was targeting these highs all the way up here, with this swing high being my break even. So this was my trade. This is what I wanted to see happen. And then you can see that price saw some profits. We trade lower, edge my stop. We trade back higher. We're in profits a little bit, and then we get stopped out right there. Now I did trail my stop up to these bodies once we edge these lows and push back into profits, just to basically save more capital, because if we are going to come back lower to these, then we're just going to sweep this low. And then that was my 2 losses, netting me negative 845. Now this 3-minute gap just happened, where we got this 3-minute inverse off the resweep SMT, a little bit more in a discount, and I'm pretty sure this is starting to play. Yeah. So this trade is probably going to play out. ES just hit a 15-minute gap, so you would have to go break even. ES looks a lot better on this trade, but I faded this because I already took 2 losses for the day. There's no reason for me to try and catch a win after taking 2 losses. I'm just going to get off for the day. and move on to, you know, the next day and the next day and the next day. I do think we do go all the way up here today off of these key levels here. It's just I didn't catch the right distribution leg. I entered over here and we clearly wanted lower, and then we went lower, and now we're clearly pumping higher. You can see, yes, you know, a lot better structure on ES where we chop, manipulate, and distribute. So this looks a lot better as a buy model. But yeah, I think another reason why this second trade fails is just because we do take out this high on ES. That now that we did that, we do need to have a good retrace, which I thought we had a good enough one hitting this 15-minute gap. Clearly was not. We did end up SMTing this right here, and now you can see that this is starting to play. Gonna take out this low resistance. Gonna take out this high, and it's all good. But those were my two losses for the day. Not really mad about them. They're both good setups in my opinion. I think this setup that I just presented is probably the best setup that has presented all day, though, just in terms of overall like rating. But I give my first trade an A, and I give my second trade like an A, like an A. This is like an A plus setup here. But like I said, just didn't take it because I already lost 2 trades today. There's no point for me to take another trade. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. No Pokemon pack. We didn't hit TP, but a loss was kind of in the makings. I was on a 7-day win streak. 2 on my other account before this account, and then you can guys see that we went on a nice little 5-day win streak on this account. So it's all good. We knew a loss was gonna happen eventually, and it did. This is totally playing out, which sucks because it's like the one trade you fade ends up being the one that actually plays out. And but it's all right. You would be break even too right now once ES hit the 15. And this is probably gonna play all the way to these highs. And you know what? At least I was right that I thought this would happen. But anyways, that is it for today's video. Drop a like, a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.